I'm Nick Altmeyer with linkinglewiscounty.com. We're here this morning with some of the Lowville Lions, and we also have Dan Taylor with the Lowville Food Pantry. We have Tom Spalding, who is the hunger chair of the Lions Club, Lowville Lions Club. We have Steve Bingle, who is the president of the Lowville Lions Club, and Kelly Clark, who is the treasurer of the Lowville Lions Club. So we're here to talk today about a new van for the food pantry. So Tom, why don't you get us started and let us know what's going on here.
Okay, so the reason we came in here today, we're going to kind of overview what has gotten us to this point. So I'd like to quickly turn it over to Dan and just describe just the dire state that his current van is in to let the public know just how bad it is.
Well, our van is 14 years old. It's running at about 160,000 miles. It has an electrical issue where some of the things in the van that are important don't work. Or it decides to shut itself off along the highway while you're driving. It now has an oil leak. It's not conducive to using for the pantry. We need a cargo van that we can put pallets in. And it's an old passenger van, so it doesn't work very well for us.
Okay.
It has served its purpose, but it's old and is ready to retire.
Can you tell us some of the things that the food pantry uses the van for?
We do home deliveries for shut-ins. We use it to do pickups at local markets here. We do a pickup at Walmart. We do a pickup at Tops. We do bread pickups in Watertown. We do pickups at other locations as they call us and need us to pick up items that they're donating to the pantry. Kraft has been good to us with lots of cream cheese. Toys for Tots, we use it when we have to go down to Utica to pick up Toys for Tots. I use it to transport to other food pantries in the area that may need supplies. It just depends. It gets used a lot.
So it gets a lot of use, and a lot of your donations come through. You guys go out to different locations and pick up the food that's being donated.
Yeah.
So, okay, perfect.
So what we did, it's been several months now. It might be almost as long as a year. One of the things locally that we identified, because we have 5 major areas that we focus on, it's childhood cancer, diabetes, vision, environment, and hunger. And so knowing that Dan had this tremendous need collectively as a group, we started talking about how we could address this, because I don't know the exact numbers. I know Dan has mentioned sometimes that the pantry serves as much as 300 families per month.
Yes.
And that need is increasing dramatically all of the time. So at that point, utilizing Kelly's experience and so forth, and I'll have her touch on this, the first thing that we did is we went through Lions Club International, and I'll have her explain why that's important and how that's an integral part of what we're doing here. So,
Okay, yeah. So Lions Clubs International is the largest service organization in the world. We have 1.4 million plus members in over 47,000 clubs in more than 220 countries and geographical areas. So since 1917, Lions have been aiding their communities with vision impairment, blindness, community activities, youth-related events. And we've been putting hands-on service and humanitarian projects similar to this one out in the open and making a difference. Lions Clubs International Foundation, or LCIF, is the charitable arm of Lions Clubs International. And so LCIF, which was founded in 1968, gives support to the clubs in the way of grants to allow them to do humanitarian service within their communities. To date, or actually in 2017, LCIF had surpassed $1 billion in grants written already, written and awarded. And some of those are for disaster relief when there's hurricanes and floods. They did a lot for us with Hurricane Sandy down along the coast. But a lot of the others are for projects similar to this one, where we write a grant. We wrote a matching grant. So for every dollar that we spend on this project, LCIF will match that up to a certain amount that they've given us a maximum amount. And LCIF is, it's an amazing organization for me. They have now earned their 7th consecutive year as a 4-star rating on Charity Navigator, which is almost unheard of. And it's because of their effective fiscal management and their transparency. So everything is above board, everything is clear cut and backed up. So when you donate to LCIF, if you donate to Lions, we can donate to LCIF, or people can on their own. Your money is going to go and be used in the right way. We're in the middle of a campaign right now. It's called Campaign 100, and we're trying to raise $300 million in the next over 3 years. And that money is what gets turned around in grants back to communities like Lowville,
Right.
to be able to do these kinds of projects for people and for the serve our community in the best way possible. So that's what LCIF and LCI are all about.
Okay. So what exactly so obviously we know that Dan needs the new van for the food pantry. So what are you looking for from the business community and the public in general here in Lowville and Lewis County? Because I think your pantry serves more than just people in Lowville.
Yeah, we serve almost anybody that comes to the pantry within Lewis County. We have people from Harrisville, Lowville, Port Leyden, Osceola.
Yep.
We even have gone as far as Natural Bridge.
Okay.
So, again, one of the reasons that we're here today is to finally make the announcement to the general public of what we've actually been doing behind the scenes. And we have been working very closely with Mark Essenlohr. He's been awesome for us. I want to do a quick shout out to Essenlohr. He's helping us finalize numbers and stuff with the van. We're also working with a local vendor for a tow-behind enclosed trailer. There's still some discussion going on there, so I can't really reveal any more than that at this point. And before even the public even knowing, as a result of today, Northern Credit Union has already donated $2,500, which is amazing. So kudos to the credit union here in Lowville. So what we're looking next is we're going to make a public pitch. If you're a business, and we'd love to see donations of $2,500 or more. We're looking at a very small pot. We're thinking roughly in the range of $8,000 to $12,000, and we already have the $2,500 towards it. That if we could get another 3 or 4 or 5 businesses to come on board, we can put this to bed. And what they get out of it in return, which is still needs some finalization, but the van and the tow-behind trailer will have logos of the participating sponsors on it. So when Dan, as he mentioned, is driving all over the North Country and Syracuse and beyond, this van is going to be on full display with the logos of those that help make this come to fruition. So it is actually kind of like a driving billboard. That's a one-time fee.
Right.
And praying that this van lasts 7 to 10 years.
Right.
From a marketing perspective, if you're a business,
Right.
that's pretty cheap.
So not only can you look at it as a donation to help out the food pantry, but it's could also come out of your advertising budget
Sure.
and marketing
And they'll never be able to fully grasp how far the reach is of helping the families that are in true need here. So that's where we are next. I want Steve to definitely touch on what we do as a club locally, but if I wrap up my section, is that if you're interested as a business of knowing more or getting involved with this, please give me a call at 315-874-4101, and we can talk more and see if it's something as a business they want to participate in. So.
Okay. And just in a timeline sense, this is a project that you guys are trying to wrap up by mid to end of September, so Dan can have the new van on the road before winter hits.
Yeah, September, mid-October at the
Right.
latest, but we will do a ceremonial handing of the key, so to speak.
And I'm going to drive it.
And again, not to consume too much time here, but there's a lot of things that we can do with that tow-behind trailer as well. Dan
Right.
has areas that they call deserts. Natural Bridge is one that comes to mind that you can take the trailer to and park it in a location, and people in that area versus driving all the way into Lowville.
Right.
We can serve their needs there. We can also do some marketing things that we've kind of kicked around early at this point, where maybe we drop the trailer off at a location and challenge the employees to fill it, and they can have fun with that, and then Dan would come and just pick it up and drive away. And so there's a lot of things in a positive way that we still can do, and we're still working on that once the van and the trailer arrive. But I want Steve to touch a little bit on just who the Lowville Lions are and all the things that we do here in the community other than just this project.
Definitely, that we've worked with the Lions on a few projects before, and the one that comes to mind is obviously the corner project. So
That's what I was going to mention. I wanted to start by
Yeah.
thanking everyone for all their support through the years of supporting our community service projects, in particular the large service project we did just a couple of years ago. Tom mentioned earlier we have 5 service areas. Vision is where Lions got their start, so vision is kind of our top priority always. We provide eye exams and glasses to anyone who is unable to pay for them themselves. We collect used eyeglasses, and they actually go outside of our country. Anyone within the United States, Lions clubs have deals with getting new glasses, but the used glasses are sent all over the world for people to be able to see. We also do childhood cancer, diabetes, environment, and hunger. Obviously, we're talking about today. So you'll see us throughout the community doing many different projects all related to those 5 things. Plus, we do a lot of other support of other community groups, from Little League to the library. We make a lot of donations to other organizations within our community. So.
how many members do you have with the Lowville Lions right now?
Between about 55-ish right now.
Okay.
It fluctuates. We're adding new members all the time. Anyone who's interested in joining, contact any one of us. If you'd like to see what we're about, we meet monthly. You can stop by, attend one of our meetings, see what it's like, see what we do, and then if you're interested in joining, we can move forward from there. But
Okay.
we have a sale. Go ahead.
We do have a collection box for old glasses at the pantry.
There you go. Thank you. We appreciate it.
You see them throughout town.
Yeah.
We have a saying in Lions, where there's a need, there's a lion, and I think this is a great example of one of those. Our club just got together and said, what does our community need? And we saw the need for a van, and that's kind of what we,
Yeah.
I don't know if it's our motto or slogan
It
or
is,
whatever,
yeah.
that's kind of what
What we do.
makes all of our decisions. We say,
Yes.
where is there a need in our community, and then try to address it. So like we're addressing the
Right.
need for a van now.
Yep.
And generally, just so people understand too, that the food pantry runs completely on donations.
Yes,
Okay.
donations and grants.
Okay, donations and grants. And you said your last van's about 14 years old. So
Yeah.
if the Lions weren't coming forward to help with this project, where would you be in terms of?
We were looking
Your
at
van.
financing one ourselves if we had to, because this one's not going to last, and
Right.
it is an integral part of making sure that we can deliver the services that we
For sure.
utilize. It gets used a lot.
Okay.
And along with it dying, it's not even set up properly.
Right.
No.
The doors
Right.
open the wrong way, or they get in the way, or
Yeah, and one of our biggest issues is some of the larger donors like Sam's Club and some of the other big stores like that, they don't want you to, they'll donate to you, but they don't want you to hand load what they're giving you. They want you to be able to pull in, they shove that pallet in your van and you leave. Because it takes up time in their bays.
Right.
If you're doing a hand loading. And some of those that we could really use, we haven't been able to utilize because we can't get it in this van.
Right.
This van is a passenger van. It opens up. You can't get a pallet in there.
Yep. Okay. So sounds like a great project. Definitely a need in the community, and we appreciate the Lions stepping forward, and appreciate you guys coming in this morning to kind of explain it a little bit. So once again, Tom, if you just want to give out the number, if anybody is interested in donating to this project, how would they get a hold of you?
So it's at 315-874-4101. Give me a call. If you have lots of questions, by all means, ask them. And we'll work together. And like I said, we've got that time frame of September, no later, hopefully, than mid-October or even sooner.
Yes.
And the figure that I throw out is just a suggestion. Obviously, if a donor came forward with more, we are not going to turn them away.
Right.
Or even a bit less.
Exactly.
Right.
So anything. So don't
Yeah.
So don't hesitate to call if you have questions.
Okay, perfect. Well, thank you all for coming in this morning,
Thank
and
you for giving
we
us the
appreciate
time.
it.
No, appreciate
Thank
it
you
as
very
well.
much.
Okay.
We